Hey everybody.
Hello.
This was summer session A, class 1, and 2019, and we are focusing this session on swing outs for level 2.
So today we talk about what a swing out means. Swing out is one of the signature moves of Lindy, and it's very important to make it very synchronized and having the same energy and the same feeling. We talk a little bit about the basics, and we were doing this freezing in different steps. So the first one was in 4, which is the main checkpoint. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And when you're here, you want to make sure you're nice and squared up, and also that you are kind of sitting into that move and creating a nice tension.
So we have tension here, so that if I let go, we kind of feel that
Drift back a little bit.
Energy we are building.
Mm-hmm.
So we build energy here by kind of sitting or just leaning back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another 5, 6, 7, and 8, which is 5 is 90 degrees, 6 is another 90 degrees, and then between 6, 7, and 8, that's when we have to find our connection again in open 7 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
So we have again tension here.
Right. Yeah, so we talked about footwork a little bit, not crossing up our steps, pivoting in the right place.
Not leaning forward, that will break all the momentum you're building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we mentioned not looking down at your feet all the time, because that also breaks your posture.
And make it linear. Keep it linear for follows. Let's just go around. So if we do it from here, the cat is going to travel in just a straight line now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same for the second half. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm moving left and right to let her go in a straight line.
Right. So we also talked about doing a forward step on the rock step, which can set us up for all different types of stylings.
So Liz, when you change your regular rock step, which is this, 1, 2, what I'm doing is kind of keep my hand in the same coordinates, and I do the rock step. So I'm not leaving anything here. When I'm doing the forward step, I'm bringing my arm with me. 1, 2.
Right. And follows, we're feeling that tension.
1.
Yeah. So we're just matching that tension that we feel.
So when I call Kat, she has to do a forward step to come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you have to set up this forward step between the 8 and the 1. So if you see 1, 2, 3, and 4, at the end of the swing out, say 7 and 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's when I start doing the forward step.
Right. Exactly. And then we also talked about swivels, which is kind of a classic styling for swing outs. And for follows, we talked about because we're setting it up on the tail end of another move, and if we don't get that pull forward, we can either bail out of it or just do something else. So we talked about just classic swivels, setting up on the 8, in which you turn to your left. So you're set up on the 1 and 2.
This is outside. The outside side.
So you're set up on the 1 and 2 to swivel right and then left, and then you're set up for your 3 and 4 again. So in practice, that looks like this.
We're going to do it on the second swing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do a forward step.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then from the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 4.
Lift, you're not moving your hand. If my arm is moving, it's because she is moving.
Right, exactly. And follows, I talked about, you can practice this at home with various exercises, grabbing onto a door or something like that to give you a little anchoring, and just doing a step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot, step. So various ways you can do this. I also talked about another type of swivel that's very similar called just a kind of a hangout swivel, where you're moving very little.
So
on
leads,
those.
in this case, you have to travel more to find your follow. She's not moving. The first one is regular, 3, 4, 5, and now she stays with the swivels, and I have to travel more.
Mhm. Right. So follows, you're just keeping yourself back a little bit more. And that can also be one thing you can use, that if the follow decides, or if the lead decides to do a rock step rather than that lead forward, you can use that because it doesn't require stepping forward.
On the opposite side, we talked briefly also about doing 2 big steps for the follow, so we will be moving back.
So if the lead isn't moving very much during the swing out, followers have to make it up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now she takes 2 big steps. 1, 2, and I don't move that much. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are kind of traveled that way.
Right. We talked a little bit about a swing out being kind of conversation, where you really have to kind of listen to each other, match each other's attention, maybe make up for a little bit of each other's movement, or to have it flow from both sides. So thanks very much. We're taking a week off next week since it's the 4th of July, but we'll see you guys the week after.
Bye.
Thanks very much.